Hello out there in internet land. Hello, my name is Kelly and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Woo! It's been a long time in the making, and for my inaugural video I'm going to be taking inspiration from an estate sale because I go to a lot of estate sales. And just really quick, a little bit about me. I am a professional photographer and I have been doing that for 12 years. So for this video I have combined photography and estate sales because I found this frame at one of the last ones I went to, and inside of this frame was a photo of a man and a woman, and they were the owners of the house that I was at, and the photos are from about the 1950s, and I wanted to recreate their portraits. So I enlisted the help of my husband to pose, and then we did some shots in my studio. So this video is basically a behind the scenes of creating those photos all the way up through framing them, and in the end you'll see how we did compared to the original shots. Hope you enjoy. One of the first things I had to do in order to start this project was create this flower brooch that the woman was wearing, which involved me making a trip to Michael's, and then I scoured my garage for things that I can use, and that little bow was from a Christmas gift, which was the perfect bow to make up this corsage. So I got this felt as well as this fake bouquet, which matched actually pretty well. And then I busted out my trusty glue gun, put that felt on the back so that I can have something to adhere the clip to. And in the end, I think that it actually came out pretty well. I had to add a second clip because I realized I put it on the wrong side and it was sort of flopping over once I adhered it to my jacket that I was wearing. But I think for a first attempt at this arts and crafts project, it served the purpose that I was looking for. The next thing that we had to do was figure out the wardrobe. This coat was borrowed from my brother-in-law, so good thing that he and my husband are roughly about the same size. And then this is the tie that my husband wore for our wedding. I didn't have an exact match to what the man was wearing, so this was something that was personal to us. And then that was just the white shirt that he wore at the wedding too, so nice that that got to get a second purpose in life. Here's that photo again that we were trying to replicate. My dress was one of the first vintage dresses I bought by the designer Lily Diamond. It was the closest thing that I owned in my closet to what the woman was wearing in the photo because I needed something that had a little jacket that went over it. And there's my kitty because she's perfect. Okay, so then we took it into the studio. When I was doing this, we were actually doing a TikTok live during the filming of this, and I did a bunch of self attempts at this. I set the interval timer on my camera, and then it just went and checked the back, see how it was looking, jump back in front of the camera. Probably did it way more times than I needed to. And if anyone is curious, I was using two light setups right now. There is one right above me serving as a hair light, and then a 5-foot octobox off to my right, I believe, serving as the main light. So then we brought my husband in to do his part. I think this took about 2 minutes. It was very fast compared to how long I was taking with my own part. And then right after this, I had him just do a few shots of me because it was just a little bit easier to get direction while I was actually in front of the camera versus having to keep jumping in front and then back behind. And I think in the end, I chose one of the images that he took here because it was just a little bit closer to what I was looking for. And then from there, I took the photos into Photoshop and did the editing to them. I did not record any of that, unfortunately. I will say one of my regrets is that I wish that I had gone a little bit more sepia tone or warmer on the final versions I created. I didn't realize that they were cool until I put them next to the original shot. I thought when I was editing them that they were actually looking pretty warm toned, but that's okay. And if I had to give myself one other critique, I do wish that I had zoomed out a little bit with our portraits. I will say that I think that we captured the overall essence and feeling of the original images, and that's really what I was going for. I did keep the original shots behind our shots just as a nice little nod to the people who used to occupy the frame and to just keep everything together, and just, I thought it was a nice little added secret. Here's the reveal. Ta-da! I think it came out pretty well. I'm pretty happy about it, actually. If you liked that video, like, comment, subscribe. We would really appreciate that, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye.
from above. Every day would seem turning into love song.